Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be making party jollof rice, a very simple one, but this tastes so good. I'll also be telling you guys the spices that you can use to get a very good taste. So even if you're making this for a party or you're making it for home use, if you use these spices that I'll be mentioning in this video, you would love it. Now, using these spices that I'll be giving you in this video will give you that kind of party jollof rice taste and also home-like jollof rice taste. Your food will not be tasting like you added too much spices. It's just nice. And then if you follow these steps that I'll be showing you in this video, you will end up with a very nice jollof rice. In fact, you may not even need to go and hire anybody to cook for your party next time. And if you serve this to your family, they would love it. You guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do that. It is free. Also, please, as you watch this video, go ahead and like it, and feel free to share this video with everyone on your contact list. This is going to be helpful to you and other people that will be watching. All right, now to make this rice, in this particular plate I have seasoning cube. I use just none. You can use any seasoning cube of your choice. I use no chicken and the regular none. And I also have my spices. I mix them together in there. Now the spices that I used Benny, I used Amawanda curry, and I used Amawanda jollof spice. Okay, these three spices, and then my seasoning cubes. And then if you didn't hear what I said correctly or you need me to elaborate, then you have to comment in the comment section. Okay, so I'm also going to add beef to this. I'm going to add meat. I just sliced my meat, and then I'll be using onions. Jollof rice needs onions, right? So you can go ahead and blend your onions, or you use it like that. And then I'll be using my tomato. I used some tomato paste, and also I used I sliced the normal fresh tomato for this. So now let's just start cooking. For this, first thing, I'm going to set my pot on fire, allow it to heat up, and then I added in my vegetable oil, and the first thing I'll be adding is my onions. Now I'm going to allow my onions to fry. Next, I'll be adding in pepper to this, and then I'm going to add a little amount of the spices that I showed you earlier. This is a mix of my spices and seasoning cube. Okay, and I'm going to stir this. Now this is going to give my food a very nice flavor. Frying the spices, the seasoning cube and the onions together, all of these things that are in this pot is going to, even the neighbors, people around, to perceive something good. So next I'm going to go ahead and fry my meat. Now I'm frying my meat so that it's going to add taste to the oil that I'll be using to cook my jollof rice. So I'll allow this to fry for some time. After frying, I'll take it out and set it aside, just so that my onions doesn't burn. It doesn't burn too much, and also the meat is okay. Okay, the flavor and everything is right in the oil right now. So I'm just going to bring everything out, and then I'll move on to the next thing. At this point, I'm going to add in my tomato and I'll fry. All right, so I'll fry this for some time until it is well cooked, just like what you're seeing right now. Next, I'm going to add water to this. Now for the water, you want to add enough water that you know can cook the rice. Do not add too much water so that your rice does not become too soft, and then do not add just little water so that your rice doesn't end up too strong. I don't like strong rice. I don't like it when it's too soft. So if you're making something that everybody is eating, you want to do something that is okay. So don't make it too soft and don't leave it strong, okay? So you want to add enough water that will cook your rice. That is the point. And then something else, for your occasion food, when you're making occasion food, do not parboil the rice. A lot of persons, when they cook jollof rice at home or even fried rice at home, you parboil your rice before you cook it, right? Yes, a lot of persons do that. But when you're making it for occasion, or you can even do it for your home use, try this method, you will like it. Do not parboil it. All right, so I also added my meat stock to this. Meat stock, now I cooked this food without salt, and I'll tell you why. I also added my meat stock to this, and then I'll go ahead and add in my seasoning cube and the spices that I already poured in that plate. Mix everything together. I am not adding salt to it. Before the end of this video, I'll tell you why I didn't add salt, and I'll tell you that this food, anybody who eats this food will not know that no salt was added to the food. Okay, I'll tell you, I'll give you the secret before the end of this video. Now I'll go ahead and add in my rice. I did not parboil this rice. What you need to do is make sure that you buy parboiled rice. So if what you're using is parboiled rice, you don't need to parboil it while cooking occasion food, so that your rice does not get too soft. So you need to soak it. You can use lukewarm water to soak your rice for some time, and then you wash it out. Do not leave it in the water for too long, or you use cold water. Okay, some persons use hot water to wash it. Don't keep it in the water, just wash it and bring it out, just to get the remove a little starch from it, just that. So you don't parboil your rice before using it, it will get too soft. Wash it very well in cold water or in lukewarm water, and you are good to go. Now after that, I'm going to add in my meat so that everything will cook together, and I will cover this. So after some time, this is what I have. My food is boiling. I will allow it boil. Now I told you guys, and like you're seeing, I did not do anything off the camera. Okay, I didn't add anything off the camera. This is what you're seeing, and this is what I did. Now this food has a very good color. My camera was not doing justice to it. I don't know why, but it's very nice. It looks so beautiful. I allowed it to cook for some time, and this is where I have. At this point, my water is almost dried. In fact, the water is dried. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I will stir this. You can see that the water is dry. At this point, I'm going to add in my vegetable, but before that, I will add in my remaining pepper. This is going to make the food taste and smell so nice. And also I added my vegetables now. My carrots, I added it right now. The heat from the rice is going to make it soft. Okay, so it's not going to be strong. The carrots, I'm talking about the carrots, it won't be strong. The heat from the rice is going to do the rest of the cooking. So after adding, I'm just going to close the pot, leave it for some time, and then I'll open it again, and it is okay. At that point, there is no fire again. Okay, I turned off the gas already, so you don't need to cook your veggies. You don't need to cook them. The heat from the rice is enough for it. That's how you cook your party jollof rice, even your home use jollof rice. And also guys, I told you guys I didn't add salt to this jollof rice. I didn't add salt because my meat stock is already salted and already well seasoned. I added spices and the salt and every other thing to my meat stock, and then the spices I also used to cook this rice, everything made my food taste very nice even without salt. So you want to make sure that there is salt already in your meat stock while you use it to cook your jollof rice. You don't need to add too much salt to your jollof rice again. So guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.